will note that I agree with the victim's family that no amount of time will heal the pain of your family. And, but I will be imposing a prison sentence, ma'am. In fact, I'll be imposing consecutive prison sentences. In a case like this, because of the charges, there's only the potential for 72 months in prison, and I'll be imposing 60 months total. I will note that your attorney did outline some various factors in his sentencing memorandum, particularly that you did accept responsibility in taking a plea, and as a result, the family did not have to endure a trial. I do see that you show some level of remorse here today, and that you do have a low ORS score. But what's most troubling to me is that, as you indicated, you spent your life taking care of others, that you are a nurse, and who would have been in a better position to take care of this gentleman than a nurse? And so that troubles me, that you would have been in a great position to help this gentleman, and if you had been, we may have not even been here. So the court has considered the entire record, the oral statements presented, the pre-sentence report, and in consideration of the overriding purposes and principles of felony sentencing pursuant to revised code 2929.11, consideration of the seriousness and recidivism of factors relevant to the offenses and the offender pursuant to revised code 2929.12, and the need for deterrence, incapacitation, rehabilitation, and restitution. It is the judgment of the court and sentence of law that a prison sentence is consistent with the purposes and principles of sentencing pursuant to revised code 2929.11, and that the defendant is not amenable to a community control sanction due to the seriousness of the defendant's conduct and its impact on the victim. That a prison sentence is reasonably necessary to deter the offender in order to protect the public from future crimes, and that a prison sentence will not place an unnecessary burden on government resources. Accordingly, is hereby ordered that the defendant shall serve a term of incarceration at ORW as follows: on count 1, 30 months, on count 2, 30 months, count 3, 180 days. These sentences in count 1 and 2 will run consecutively to each other, and by law, count 3 runs concurrent to the other sentences. I will also impose count 1 carries up to 3 years of a license suspension. Do we agree?